Hey guys, this is Steliefty with Closeout. Today I want to share with you a quick hack, sales negotiation hack, on how to deal with people that are requiring and requesting a discount as the very first thing that they go into in a relationship with your company. But before I share with you how to deal with people that want a massive discount on your product, I want to tell you that I'm doing this video out of beautiful, not so beautiful, slightly rainy but still beautiful Stuttgart, aka Neckar Valley, and out of my really good friend's startup office, Smoop. Guys, say hi.
Hi.
There you go. All right, so let's get into it. So what should you do if somebody sends you an email, gives you a call, or in some way communicates with you and says, hey, I checked out your product and service, and I'd like to have a massive discount, 10, 20, 30, 50%. I'm interested to buy, but only if I get it at a much better price. Well, first of all, don't just give them the discount. Right? Too many companies, too many salespeople are way too eager to just please the customer and close the deal as quickly as possible, so they give out discounts as if it's Christmas. First of all, it's a really bad idea to do that because you're starting off the relationship on the totally wrong foot. Any relationship needs to be a healthy balance between give and take. And if the relationship with your customers start by them taking dramatically and drastically from you, and you just bend over backwards and say, yes, please give me another one, what's going to happen in the dynamic with the customers, they're going to get used to asking you for unreasonable things and getting them, so they're going to continue being unreasonable. No customer relationship that starts off rocky and in an unpleasant fashion for you will end up in a beautiful, smooth relationship. Those customers that said, hello, give me a better price, and got it from you will keep demanding things from you and make it harder and harder for you to actually service them in a healthy way. Number two, these people, if they actually buy your product, they're buying it for the wrong reason, right? The only thing they're interested in is price and not value. They're not interested in why your technology or product might be a better fit for them. They're not interested in the value your product and service can create to them. They're not interested in the way that you're going to take care of them, the way that you're going to invest in the relationship to make them successful. All they care about is they look at 10 vendors in the market and they just want the cheapest and cheaper option. You have to ask yourself if you're in that business. If you're using the Walmart or Amazon strategy to success, and you think that your margin is my opportunity, and you're going out there to get the lowest margin and kill the market through volume, that might be the right strategy. But for most of us, that's not really an option. So if you're actually in the market to add real value and not leave too much customer surplus on the table, you don't want customers that buy for you only for price. Because the moment there's a cheaper option available, they're gone. The moment there's something that's, a bit cheaper, newer, they're gone. They're not realizing the value you create and bring to the relationship. All they care about is dollars and cents. All they care about is saving another penny. You need to ask yourself if you really want people to buy your product solely for the reason of price. The next thing is, just in general, you always want to negotiate and sell based on value, not on price. You need to tell these people and reframe the way they think about your product, not as another cost center, but as a way to actually deliver true value to their business. Is it that your product brings higher revenue? Is it that it reduces overall costs and saves them thousands of dollars? What is it and how is it that you deliver value to them? And displaying that value to them in a proportion that makes them realize that the price that you ask for it is irrelevant at the end of the day. If you have a product that costs a few $100s a month, but you are helping them close tens and tens of thousands in revenue, it shouldn't matter. They shouldn't be trying to get a discount from your $100 a month product to get it down to $50 a month. Those $50 are irrelevant if you actually bring them thousands of dollars in value, which is what you should be doing if you ask me. Now, here's what you do tactically. If somebody reaches out to you and asks for a discount, these people are hot leads. You want to take care of them, right? You want to close them. So when somebody reaches out, gives you a call, sends you an email and says, I'm ready to buy, all I need is a much better price, is you actually reframe the conversation and you make it so that the pricing discussion becomes irrelevant up front and only relevant when the customer actually knows how much value they can get from you. So here's what you do. When somebody asks you for a discount, you tell them, listen, I want to give you the best price possible, but the way that we typically do this with our most successful customers is that you buy the product, you pay full price, you give the product a real run for its money, you trial it for a full month. And after you've seen if it's actually truly the right tool and the right use case and workflow for your company, And once you know how valuable our tool is and how much value you're getting out of it, at that point, if you're really convinced that it's the right tool, I'm going to give you the best price possible. Fair enough? So basically what you ask them is, listen, dude, go and use the product for a month, pay full price, and once you actually know that it's the right tool, and once you've actually discovered what the value is that we can deliver to you, that's the right moment for us to actually discuss pricing. 99% of the time, people will just go, cool, sounds fair enough. And you know why? Because it's a totally reasonable thing to say. The benefit to you is that A, you don't have to negotiate up front, and B, once you actually have to negotiate with them on pricing, you have true leverage. Now they've actually used their product, they've actually seen all the value that it creates. So now it's much harder for them to penny pinch because they now actually know that it's a great tool and that they're getting all this value out of it. The other thing is that they're now invested in the product and they've invested real time. And the more time they invest in the product, the more data it's on your platform, the more effort they've put into making it successful, the harder it is for them to leave. So at the beginning, where they could walk off very easily, at the end, after a month or two of actually trialing the software, it's going to be much harder for them to actually leave because they've now invested so much time and they're getting so much value out of it. So it's a much better position for you and time for you to actually negotiate with them. And you know what? We've done this many, many times. It's our de facto response when somebody asks us for a discount with Closeout is, dude, use it for a month, and once you know if it's the right tool and that it's actually working and what the value is, we're going to give you a good price. I'm telling you, like 7 out of 10 people that would tell this after a month, if it actually is the right tool, they don't want a discount anymore. Just magically, they don't care anymore, right? They've moved on with life. They've already made the purchasing decision. They've already seen that the tool is awesome, so they don't care anymore. We don't even have to give them any discount. The other 3 out of 10 times, either they'll discover that it's not the right tool, which is awesome because we didn't have to negotiate on price with a customer that's not going to stick around because it's not the right tool for them. Or they've discovered it's the right tool, but they still will go back to the original negotiation ask, but most of the time they're going to reduce their ask dramatically. So if at the beginning they want a 50% discount, they're going to be okay now if we give them a 10% or 20% discount. All in all you can do with this strategy is win. It particularly works well when you offer SaaS products, so subscription products in one way or another. But there's all kinds of ways to make this even work when you have a services business or a business that relies on one-time payments. When you have to negotiate with customers, push them to actually purchase first, use it for a while, and if they then still feel like they need a discount, give it to them then. If they had to pay a one-time fee, they could just pay, and after 30 or 60 days, you tell them, after you've benefited from it for a month or two, we can renegotiate, and if you actually truly believe you need a better price, we'll give it to you, right? You'll see most of the time it's going to resolve itself, and you're not going to have to deal with it. So take that sales and negotiation hack and use it to your customer's advantage. For all of you out there that are hustling on a day-to-day basis, go out and get them today.